Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays back in some more Dragon Ball FighterZ news and content here on the channel. We're going to be discussing the release date, or I guess the announcement date, of the next DLC character for the Season Pass for number 3. This is some exciting stuff because it's been a while since we got anything related to Dragon Ball FighterZ in terms of DLC or just content. You know, the game has been a little bit dry since Master Roshi came out. I know a lot of people didn't really care for Roshi as much. I thought he was really cool. I mean, I'm glad that they finally put him in. To those people that were, like, super ridiculous about it and, like, complaining about it, like, y'all need to chill. Like, there's still 2 DLC characters left, and we don't know exactly who they're going to be. But in this video, I'm going to be analyzing, speculating what I think it might be, as well as showing you guys what day you need to look out for coming at the end of this month. So, if we go to the official DB Game, you know, Twitter or whatever, they actually put out a tweet that said, comments from producer Hiroki regarding Dragon Ball FighterZ National Championship and the next DLC. Please have a look. We look forward to your continued support of Dragon Ball FighterZ. So, I'm going to turn this down because it's probably going to be a little bit loud here. I don't want it to be too loud, but basically what she's saying is, you know, we have been waiting since probably August, September-ish for the last one. So, it's going to be available very soon. Can't reveal the character just yet, but we're planning to announce the next character. Looks like, yes, right here. So this is what you need to take note of. At the Japan playoffs taking place on December 20th. December 20th is the day we need to be looking out for. They're going to go through their entire tournament, kind of like with EVO and some of the big reveals that they usually do with some of the World Tour finals and everything. The Japan playoffs that will be taking place at the end of this month on the 20th. At the very, very end, so you guys need to stick through the whole tournament, and at least, you know, if you want to enjoy the tournament, there will be the reveal. I don't know if it's going to be a trailer. It most likely will be a trailer. That makes the most sense. Or they could just put out the announcement. Now, the thing that I love about this is that there has been no information regarding this except for a couple of not really, I want to say potential leaks, but again, it's up in the air. Nobody really knows what this is going to be. Like, really, there's literally been no clue or hints other than some weird things put out by one of the Spanish pages on Twitter or whatever. But let's go ahead and continue on here or whatever. But please note that the actual release of the DLC will be coming up in the new year. Understandable. There's no way that they're going to be able to release it, you know, by the end of this year if they're revealing it. So we're going to wait a little bit longer here. Thank you for the support and all the players for the tournament. So here is the actual schedule that we're going to be looking out for. So it looks like the playoffs, we had the December 5th ones at Spain yesterday, or I guess today, depending on where you are. Same thing with US. So Spain and US coming in these 2 days. Then we have France on December 12th. USA again, the Eastern Coast on December 13th. And then the 20th, you know, Japan playoffs or whatever. So it looks like 8 p.m. PST, 5 a.m. CET, sorry, and 1 p.m. JST. So look out for those times. That's not the reveal of the character. I think that's just when it starts. So just stick through it until it goes there, goes down on that. So that's the date that we need to be looking out for. Very important stuff. Most likely going to be a trailer. That's what they usually do, especially with these national championship playoffs and everything. So this is exciting. This is exciting. We finally have some news. So what I wanted to get into is a little bit of speculation. So one of the very big characters that a lot of people think is going to be in, you know, the next DLC. I mean, at least this next DLC, or at least in this DLC in general, is Omega Shenron. Everybody's been saying Omega Shenron because of a voice file leak, as well as something from the Spanish Bandai page where they teased that Master Roshi, like they had like a little Master Roshi teaser or something like that, and then it showed the 7 Dragon Balls kind of just floating there, just there, and it was just really random. But like, I don't know if you could, that you're really reaching, like Mr. Fantastic shit, reaching for the stars for that one, just because it's like the Dragon Balls. Like, for all I could care, it could be Bulma. Bulma is one of the biggest, you know, Dragon Ball connoisseur characters. I mean, she's the one that made the fucking radar, you know what I mean? Like, it's really reaching, but it could still happen. It could still happen. I know there was a voice file of Gogeta saying something that, like, was referring to Omega Shenron, or something that he said to Omega Shenron in the anime, or something, some stupid shit like that. I don't know. that could have just been an old file or something for another character that they were going to use later on. Like, I don't think that means, oh yeah, Omega Shenron. But again, we got Master Roshi after some leaks that I even said, I was like, I don't think this leak is even real, or, you know, it doesn't really make sense. But I don't want you guys to use that type of data in order to, you know, associate it with a future DLC, just because it's so cryptic and ambiguous about it. You can't really connect it that hard unless there's like, boom, an actual file. Like, there's been no file related to Omega Shenron at all. Like, there's literally been nothing. You know, I'm in the modding community. I've seen what they've put out. They've even confirmed themselves, like, you're really reaching if it's going to be Omega Shenron. But it could be. It definitely could be. They could still drop it. Like, I'm not saying that this is not going to happen. They could release any goddamn character that they want to. But Omega Shenron seems to be a really, really prime contender. I wouldn't mind it. I know there are some people that would be upset. But if we do look at the past history of the DLC that they've released, especially with the last one, they had 3 Dragon Ball Super, I guess, base characters. They had 2 Dragon Ball Z characters, one of them being from a movie, and then 1 GT/Dragon Ball character. So they had a variety from pretty much every single main Dragon Ball, you know, I guess, series that you can think of. They had Dragon Ball Z, GT, and Super. So they had it all. So if we go and we look at what we have currently right now, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. We have 2 Dragon Ball Super characters. And I guess if you want to, you could include a Dragon Ball Super / Dragon Ball character, if you want to count Roshi, because even though he does retain stuff from Dragon Ball Super in terms of the clothing and the costume, it's still the original Dragon Ball Master Roshi, because we didn't really see him fight all that much throughout the whole series until, you know, the end of Super or whatever. And even then, it's like he was using all the abilities from Dragon Ball. So I would consider Master Roshi to be that Dragon Ball character, kind of like with GT Goku, how it's Dragon Ball and it's GT together. So yeah, that's you know, good variety so far. Again, I know they want to focus on Super a lot, and I know some people would be like, oh, this is going to be all Super characters. Nah, that'd be kind of dumb if they did that. I think they have to have some variety. So what does that leave us with so far? GT and Dragon Ball Z. GT and Dragon Ball Z, the original, like, or I guess just DBZ, that timeline, that makes the most sense for the last 2 DLC characters. Now, the character that I want the most is Majin Vegeta. Okay, I know there's some people that are going to be like, why another Vegeta? Like, we don't need another Vegeta or whatever. Well, if you're going to put 5 million goddamn Gokus, put just 1 more Vegeta. It's not going to hurt you. Vegeta is one of the most popular characters. He will sell like hotcakes. I know, unfortunately, Master Roshi didn't do that well. I mean, in terms of like being a selling character, it probably sold a lot, obviously, but compare it to Kefla and Goku, Ultra Instinct, yeah, Master Roshi was very, very low in terms of, like, you know, being sold as a DLC character. Unless you had the Fighters Pass, then you had no goddamn choice. But I think Majin Vegeta would be really good. People would be more inclined to play this character. He's got a lot of really unique moves. Atomic Blast, Final Explosion as an actual dramatic finish versus Majin Buu, Fat Buu, who's a literal character in the game. They could do it. They could pull it off, and it would finally give Vegeta, like, an actual good dramatic finish for him. His own dramatic finish. You know, the only one that I think we have is when Goku kills him, or not kills him, but, you know, destroys him with the Kamehameha when they do the clash as the Saiyan Saga Vegeta. You know, I want Vegeta to get his own dramatic finish. I think he deserves one. This is one of the most iconic, important moments in the whole series. This was a, you know, development point for Vegeta as a character. Why wouldn't they include this? You know what I mean? That would be very stupid. Like, there's no way in hell that they can just skip you know, Majin Vegeta / Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, which I want to get into next. He could be also a character as well if they wanted to do this. I'd rather have Majin Vegeta just because it's like, we already have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. There isn't that much different about this character other than a couple of, you know, moves and just like the model and everything. It's not that significant that we need Evolution Blue. They could still do it because, again, it's very popular as a character. It was in Dragon Ball Super recently and everything. So they could definitely do it and still give him a dramatic finish versus Majin Buu. They could still do that because, I mean, it would be the same exact animation. I don't know, maybe he powers down to Super Saiyan like, you know, Gogeta does against Janemba, and then he uses the Final Explosion, or he could just use the Final Explosion to be the same exact animation that, you know, he had where he was like, oh, you know, boom, Kakarot, even for you, Kakarot, you know, all that shit. So, yeah, they could definitely do Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. They'll pull it off. They're very good at it, but I'd rather have Majin Vegeta. And then the character that everybody has been asking for. I'm telling you, literally every single person that has played Dragon Ball FighterZ, I have friends that, you know, are in the community and everything, they told me they wanted Ribrianne. I swear to God, they said that, you know, her nipples right here are truly amazing with the foam that is... Oh my god. Dude, this is one of the dumbest but funniest fucking photos. I think this was an edit. I can't even remember if she actually did this. I think that, like, dust or whatever, the dust clouds were coming out of her nose, was somebody edited it to put on her nipples, and that shit was funny. Alright, I'm done. But you know what's the saddest thing about this? They would actually put Ribrianne as a character. It'd be the most bullshit wasted slot ever. Even if her animations are great and everything about her is great, nobody asked for this character. I don't know anybody that wants Ribrianne as a character, but I think that shit would be hilarious. Alright, I gotta get off this because I'm about to throw up in my mouth a little bit. But yeah, the prime contenders that I'm thinking so far, just at least for the next DLC character, Majin Vegeta or Omega Shenron. Those make the most sense to me. They could still go crazy, go off the rails if they wanted to. Oob, Tapion, Pan, you know, a lot of characters that they could put in. I really don't think we need another Dragon Ball Super character right now, just because it's like the very first two have been DBS. But, I mean, they could still do it. I'd rather have Z or GT. That's just my opinion. Disagree, you know. Baby Vegeta obviously is another character that they could do. I don't know what you guys think. You know, there's so many characters that there's still need to, you know, create for this game, or really significant characters. But I think Majin Vegeta, you know, a villain character. We already had, you know, we only have one villain or antagonist based character, which was Kefla. But I think, you know, a villain base like this, give him a dramatic finish versus Majin Buu, make him cool and unique. I think he'd be awesome. I think he'd really be cool. Plus, I want to see, you know, the Majin Vegeta style with, like, the battle damaged, you know, I guess jumpsuit. I think that'd be really cool because, I mean, we haven't got that version of Vegeta yet. You know what I mean? So, that's going to be it for this little video. December 20th, in a couple of weeks, all right? Very end of this month. Stay safe, leave a like, subscribe, ring my notification bell, and I'll be sure to update you guys on more news coming soon.